Hello! If you're watching this video, it might be because you googled David Gurri, perhaps because he sent you a threatening email, in which he threatened to defame you and ordered you to respond to him, or otherwise face his wrath. I'm here because that actually happened to me. And in response, I looked into who David Gurri is, and it's extremely pathetic. And if you are a potential employer of David Gurri, or just someone who's trying to figure out who the fuck he is, perhaps this could come in handy for you. So I received this email from David Gurri from the email d_gurri@yahoo.com last week. In it, David Gurri threatened me with writing an article about me in the far-right Barry Weiss Substack blog, The Free Press. If you don't know, Barry Weiss is a far-right writer who used to work for the New York Times, then she quit the New York Times in order to foster like a narrative that she was being oppressed, you know, like she has a far-right victim complex and all that sort of thing. And then she founded this Substack blog called The Free Press, where now she's like contained there and no one really pays any attention to her. She also called a hit in on the Palestinian poet Refat Al-Hariri and got him murdered by the IDF. So I received this threatening letter from David Gurri in which he threatened to defame me on the Free Press Substack blog unless I responded within 48 hours to his email. And I was like, okay, who the hell is this guy? My first reaction was, who the hell is David Gurri? No one's ever heard of this guy. No one knows who he is. So I looked into him a little bit. And it turns out that David Gurri, through means that I'm not going to show on YouTube because I guess it would technically be releasing private information. He's in his 30s. He lives with his parents. He has always lived with his parents. He doesn't seem to actually have ever held a job. He doesn't seem to have actually have ever done anything. So it's very weird to get a message from a purported journalist who is planning to write a hit piece on you, and they just don't show up at all anywhere. Like all the results for David Gurri on Google, they have other people with the name. It's not him. Well, okay, this one's him. This one is him. That's what he looks like. But very few of the other results are actually the David Gurri who messaged me. So if you look up David Gurri and the Free Press on Google, it's very clear what's happening here. But if you look up the surname Gurri and the Free Press, you get results from his father, Martin Gurri. So Martin Gurri is someone who had a relatively successful self-published book in around 2015 in which he argued that social media and the internet had democratized the spread of knowledge too much and that the government needs to crack down on it to ensure the rule of elite technocrats. And now he's a Trump voter. And he writes for the Free Press. So what happened here is Martin Gurri, who is David Gurri's father, is allowing his son to write a hit piece on me and others for the Free Press, in which he is basically like threatening to slander us unless we give him like a scoop or something by responding to him. He's someone who has never worked a day in his life, he's never done anything, and now his daddy is like trying to give him a leg up into the journalism industry by getting him published with like a slop article about like YouTuber drama, in which he's just going to publish Ethan Klein's narrative, self-victimization narrative verbatim. So I think it's pretty slimy to do this, and I think that if you're thinking about employing David Gurri, you should think twice. And I'm very proud of the fact that this is going to be one of the first results if you look up David Gurri, this wannabe journalist who's in his 30s and never done anything of any worth of any note anywhere, to the point that his only like way into what he considers to be a prestigious career is by nepotism, by getting his dad to allow him to write an article about YouTube drama for the Barry Weiss Substack blog, The Free Press. And it is confirmed that this is David Gurri, as in this guy is actually David Gurri's father, because David Gurri posted on Twitter and acknowledged that Martin Gurri was his dad. So I'll just get that in here just for good measure, just to confirm that this is indeed the same guy. So you can see here that David Gurri posted on his Twitter account @TrivialAnalyst that his dad, Martin Gurri, that is Martin Gurri's Twitter account, had a book. And this is what he covered in that book. And of course he has an anime avatar because this guy is in his mid-30s and he has never done anything except stay at home, funded by his father and his mother, playing video games and watching anime. And now he's writing hit pieces for a Barry Weiss Substack blog. Man, that is quite a fucking career trajectory, isn't it? From jacking off to anime and playing video games all day to begging your father to allow you to write an article for a Substack blog about YouTube drama. I mean, that's one way to try to get famous in your 30s. So this guy decided to play act at journalists, and it has resulted in him being exposed as what he is. Someone attempting to engage in defamation and being elevated into being able to try to spread that defamation by a fucking Barry Weiss Substack blog. By nepotism as well in that Barry Weiss Substack blog. Oh man. Let's just say that I may have turned this around him through my far superior journalistic abilities. And I'm not even a wannabe journalist like he is. Fucking messaging people from your Yahoo email as if you're a real journalist and threatening them to respond in 48 hours or else. Give me a fucking break, man. Go back to your animes and your video games. Jesus, you 35-year-old man-child. Accomplish something for yourself in your life. You can't live for your dad forever. And no, I don't mean get your dad to give you like a position in which you can write an article for the Barry Weiss Substack blog. I mean achieve something for yourself, for real, David Gurri. Anyway, so yeah. This is going to be the top search result for David Gurri for all eternity. If he ever tries to do this with anyone else again, now they are rightfully informed, and I highly recommend against hiring him if you are an employer, perhaps looking him up, doing a background check. Now you know who he is and how he operates. Thank you.